Alright, good afternoon guys. Today it's a really cold day, so I figured I would do some reviews rather than some shooting, even though I'd rather do some shooting. Anyhow, so today I have a review of the KJW 1911, the single stack version of it. One of my friends has the tactical version, I think it's called, that is double stack and it's much thicker. Probably be a review of that up very soon. Anyhow, so just give you a good look at this. Blowback wants to be a jerk there. Alright, so let me give you the history of this gun. This gun is almost a year old, and one of the things you can immediately note is how good the paint looks for being that old. The paint on these guns is exceptional. There's very little paint wear. You know. Also, I will mention this hammer is not the original hammer. Wants to fire. Anyhow, this is not the original hammer. The original hammer looked like this one right here, all black. So just give that a note. This is the, speaking of that hammer, this is the other version. This is brand new, less than probably 200 rounds through it so far. Just enough to kind of break it in slightly. This is the a variant of it. This is practically, I mean, look at them. Other than the hammer, of course, this is practically the same gun. Just different trademarks. You know, if you like trades, then these are some nice looking ones. Something on the top and on the other side. These are adjustable triggers. However, I can't find an Allen key that will fit, so I just used electrical tape on this one to adjust the trigger. And speaking of that, I want to show you what kind of trigger you can actually get from these. Now, keep in mind, look how far my finger moves. That's nothing. And it's a very light pull, too. This is how they come stock. And that's a little heavier, but you get the general idea. Anyhow, so these do come with rubber grips. The metal is, again, it's okay. Remember, none of these, I mean, my replacement hammer's steel, but anyway, these things, this was like 150 some odd dollars, you know. Compared to a firearm, you know, these are not that great quality, but these are airsoft guns, so, you know, can't expect too much. As far as airsoft slash BB guns and stuff go, this is excellent quality. Probably some of the best you're gonna get next to KJ, or not KJW. These is KJW, but KWA. You know, some of those other ones. Anyhow, camera's not wanting to cooperate here. Anyhow, disregard that. I had to make some modifications to this. Long story. Anyhow, these slides are extremely smooth. Like the spring in this, I wore down. It's been worn down over the past year, and these slides, this is really dirty. You can kind of see all the buildup and stuff on the ejection port. By the way, it does say 45 ACP. Just a added touch. Anyhow, this gun is really dirty, and the slide is smoother than a clean one. Or I say a clean one. Most guns like this you're gonna see that's clean. So just give that a note. These are very, very smooth things. They're fitted. I don't know if they're fitted by hand. Probably not. But the fit is great. It's just absolutely amazing, I think. As well as the paint. I think I did a review a little earlier today of the Elite Force 1911, and I think you should get this gun instead. Well, if you're gonna, if it's not on, well, this is the same price as the Elite Force 1911. Now, you're not gonna get the full metal frame, but let's be honest here. These rails are metal. All of this is metal. The only thing that's not metal is the frame. But the rails and everything are metal. Basically everything is metal. Except for the grips, which are rubber. They feel very nice. I'm pretty sure the grips are like 30 bucks alone or something. But they're nice grips. I would buy this gun just to take the grips off of it. I actually bought this one for the magazine, but that's beside the point. So this is $50 right now on Airsoft GI because they have it on clearance. So if you're thinking about getting this, I suggest you get this right now. Even if it's not on clearance, this is the same price. Let's say you want CO2. This is CO2 compatible. However, it does come with a green gas magazine, but I think the CO2 magazines aren't too expensive. I'm pretty sure they're the same price as these magazines, and they're made a bit better. I don't have one to show you right now. I want one, but Airsoft GI doesn't seem to want to restock them. So anyhow, but both of these are great guns, and I highly suggest that you get one of these. Or, I mean, this is basically the more expensive version. You know, if you really want that full metal, this one's full metal. This was $150, I think, something like that, and it's full metal. But you do get what you pay for. For one thing that's very unique is these are CO2 ready out of the box. I don't know if you can see the red air nozzle. And also, should something break, all of the parts in both of these guns are TM compatible. They're all standard, so if something should break, you can just buy it. You don't have to send it back. Alright, well anyway, I don't know what went wrong there, but my camera decided to be a bit of a jerk. Anyhow, so, don't recall where I was, but I do highly suggest you get one of these. If you're thinking about getting a good gas blowback, this is where to go. I haven't had really any problems with this one, and I've been pretty hard on it. I've done some weird stuff to it internally, and it's put up with it. And also, I want to make another note. Of all the features you get, the sights, those are nice sights for what you get. They're not night sights or anything, but they are nice. And the front sight and the rear sight is adjustable, not for elevation but for windage, and there's a little Allen key that they give you to adjust it. Anyhow, the blowback and everything is designed, you know, is the Tokyo Marui design. All the parts are standard, etc., etc., etc. Like I was saying, that means that if something breaks, it's very easily replaceable. Anyway, I figure I'd give you a look in here. I haven't really done anything to this, but this is how it's supposed to look. If you saw my Elite Force 1911 review, that's how it's supposed to go. And this does mean it's upgraded. These are $6. So if this breaks, you can buy one off of Airsoft GI, $6. You know, that's probably the part that's gonna break. I haven't had it break, but if it breaks, you know, they're cheap. And this gun is highly upgradable. Probably one of the most upgradable pistols you're gonna get. You can really replace anything on this gun you want. So, let that be known. Like, I have the hammer. You know, you could replace the trigger, even though I like the trigger. If you like 3-hole triggers, or shorter triggers, whatever you please. You know, it does have the extended beaver tail, the flat mainspring housing. If you like the arched one like I do, you know, you could replace it. I haven't done that yet. You know, this one's okay. The rubber grips are nice. By the way, if you're wondering, the little insignia thing is different.